I heard the horn. Now it's time to be born. What it do, what it does. It's Monday morning, cuz. We're coming at you live and direct. It's the morning run. Big Dog Chico, yours truly, Uncle Neely. Representing, I got to give a big shout out. A big shout out to Coach Michael Pollock. Booger Bottom, representing Booger Bottom today. And
Booger Bottom,
we got the camera guys, all the graphics, all the photos, all the hype, all up in the videos. Y'all remember Source Awards, all up in the videos, executive producer, all up in the videos. Man, it's the morning run. Let's get it.
Went down in the major.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner, grab your coffee.
Wow, you already know what it is. Biggest Dog Chico to the C and the place to be. Uncle Neely, welcome back to another episode of the Morning Run. TMR live right here on the Pregame Network. Brought to you by Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, and all of our good runners out there. Runners, mount up. Let us know where you're checking in from. Join the conversation. Put your city, your state in the chat. Got a good show for you guys.
Do we? How you know?
We got some creatives behind the
some
scenes
creatives
going on
to join us.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's how we doing it, man. You know what I mean?
Chico, one thing I want to say to everybody out there.
Talk to them.
You know, you can't run sitting down, right?
No,
I mean, you can have a run sitting down, but you can't run, physically run. You got to be standing up.
That's a fact.
Now, the other thing you need to do, consider that if you have not subscribed, sit your ass down.
All the way down. Bend your knees. Do the pool palace. Anyways, hey, Unc.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day out there to all the fathers out there, you know what I mean? Day after Father's Day. I hope everybody had a great Father's Day and was able to hang out, see your kids, eat some chicken, get your toes rubbed, something in a major way. Hopefully y'all got more than a tie, some socks, or if not, if you got that, that's great.
I didn't get a BAT.
What's the BAT?
A bitch ass thing. I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing tangible. Now, my family did take me out to eat, and as I'm sitting there waiting on my food to come, I'm looking at all these dads leaving the restaurants with gift bags and need health care and stuff. I said, hey, what
He said, need help carry stuff?
One dude told me it was his second trip to the car. Hey, man, I did. Got nothing.
You know what I did? I got some, but you know what I did last night for myself?
What'd you do?
And this is when you start.
Oh, wait.
To get old.
Can you say it?
You know what? It has something to do with going to Target, but it's I did go to Target. I brought me I like to wear, I don't wear them, but good quality socks, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I went and bought me some compression socks last night.
Yeah, you old dog. Yeah, you old dog. You old dog. You old. Hey, and the reason, Chico, let me just put this out there. Let me, ain't no need dancing around and beating around it. The reason we on here giving y'all Father's Day shout outs now is that somehow in all of our personal excitement with Father's Day, we forgot to do Uncle Chico last night. Like literally.
By the time we looked up, it was 12 o'clock East Coast time. By that time, it was like, oh, my bad.
Too. By the time we remembered, I text Chico, I was like, dog, I forgot about the show. And I was hoping he was going to say something like, oh, man, I'm on here waiting on you. He said he forgot too. I said, well.
Forgot, man. We promised one on Father's Day. We should have said the following week. So stay tuned for this Sunday Night Live with Uncle Chico. You dig?
Maybe. Shout out to Danny who done finally figure out how to make it on the live show again.
All right.
See him in the chat.
Yes, indeed. So I got scared for a minute when Chico started talking. Oh, Lord. How you get scared already, dog? Well, let's say this right here. Make sure I get that right. Let me say this right here, Unc. Let me ask you this right here. What went on this weekend that stood out to you that you must discuss this morning on the morning run?
Nothing much, man, because I'm not really knee deep into the World Cup stuff. I've been watching the highlights, so nothing much there. I've just been, tracking what's going on in the NFL and there. But I tell you what did like come across my radar, and forgive me for not prepping you or the runners for this, but you just asked, and there's one thing that came across my radar. And, you and I often talk on here, Chico, about longevity versus greatness over a small amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And we tend to, as fans, only want to reward longevity. Like you have to have been great a long amount of time for us to call you great. And it came across my radar that the one and only Todd Gurley is now officially eligible for the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people would be like, ain't no damn way. But if you go look at before he got hurt, those 6 or 7 years before he got hurt, there was nothing like him in the NFL. And there was nobody that had a 6-year run like he had in the NFL.
Right.
And so it's going to be interesting to see how people discuss his future. Because is he a quote unquote Hall of Fame worthy running back, although his career was shortened?
Yeah, that would be probably the biggest obstacle would be longevity. But as far as career numbers, and awards, accomplishments, I think he's right there. 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, 2017 NFL Offensive Player of the Year, 3-time Pro Bowl selection, 2-time first team All Pro, finished MVP voting in 2017, led in touchdowns in both 2017 and 2018, had one of the most dominant 2-year stretches by any running back of the modern era. You can say that really 6 seasons with 6,000 yards, 67 touchdowns, over 2,200 receiving yards, 79 touchdowns, 88 career games played. Most Hall of Fame running backs played, 9, 10 plus seasons. So we'll see, man. What do you think? Is he a Hall of Famer to you?
With my eyes open, no. But if you close your eyes and take a name out of it and just have somebody read what he accomplished, how not? Because here's what I look at, Chico. And again, I say no, right?
Yeah.
But here's one thing I look at. When it comes to your position and people are talking about the era that you played in, can they tell the story of that era and not mention your name? And if you go to the era that he played, let's just pull up a 5 or 10 year window, right? And we're talking about running backs, you're going to mention his name. But for the eyeball test, was it long enough? Now, it ain't his fault he got hurt. Hell, Jim Brown got hurt. It ain't his fault he got hurt. But what he was doing before he got hurt, woo, buddy.
Yeah, and I think also, I know they might not they don't take into consideration what happened before they got into the league, but I think him being such a highly touted player coming out of high school and what he did in college could help the case, but that longevity, dog, is going to be,
he just didn't have it.
Probably going to keep him on the outside looking in and being the Hall of Fame, Hall of Very Good instead of the Hall of Fame. And if he does get in, it'd be one of those guys that get in after, several rounds. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he's certainly
as
not.
As far as talent wise, yeah.
Yeah, he's certainly not a guy, that you would think of like got to go day one or anything like that.
Yeah, first ballot.
Yeah, like no. But again, man, fans not only recognize greatness when they see it, greatness has to be sustained. We had this same conversation during the past 2 years about Wemby. Like, what if Wemby has a short career professionally? When you look at the things he's done in individual games or individual playoff games or block records or defensive records, it's like clearly the dude is right up there with people already in the Hall of Fame and has better numbers than them. But would it have been long enough?
We don't know. Yes, we are doing morning run today. If y'all not checking in right now, you need to check in. I see some people on my channel asking, are we doing the morning run? We're live on the Pregame Network right now. If you don't know, now you know. Or go to Twitch and type in Big Dog Chico. Or, if you're not following the World Cup that's going on today, this is the most popular sport in the world. I had to educate my daughter on this weekend. But the games are going on right now. And like last week, we went to mybookie.ag and had the lock of the season. Will they have a USA chant in the game? We got another lock going on for on the 25th, where we see a McDonald's logo during the live stream of the game. I would bet that's a lock too with McDonald's with the way they promo. So y'all make sure y'all go to mybookie.ag for the World Cup and get your bets in right now. You could join in, and they also have a $5,000 raffle that's going on for the Argentina and Austria game. Shout out to Austria. That's where I went and played ball at. And it's a $5,000 jackpot challenge right now. Who's going to score the first goal? So get on there and join on to mybookie.ag. Tell them that Uncle Chico sent your face. Just flip a coin.
Let me ask your face something.
Yeah.
What the power fist got to do with Austria?
That's my folks. I do like this. Yeah. Much love to her. That's how you do. Stay strong, brothers.
They don't look nothing like you in Austria. Talking about my folks.
They will fool you now. I thought so too. I told you that before. I thought I was going over there to play against a little 5'7" or 5'2" actually. I thought they was gonna be small guys. You know what I mean? Man,
I'm talking about color, Chico.
Oh, you my color? I thought there was gonna be little. You know what? I thought there was gonna be
white dudes. They big white dudes. I like that, but you throwing up the fist though.
I was gonna say something else, but
I don't know. We don't want no locker room stories.
But I went over there, man. There was some shiny Negroes over there, dog. They got a whole pocket of.
This man said shiny.
It was. Am I wrong for saying that? I'm a Negro.
What is a shiny? Are you shiny right now? The forehead look greased up.
See what I'm saying? See?
Chico, coming up before you left for the schoolhouse, as they say down the Selma, did your mama just slap all that Vaseline on your face?
No, my mama did used to wash our face in the car right before we got out. Though. I used to hate it. She used to be like this.
It'd be so rough.
Yeah, rough with it. Oh, I ain't somebody know. I'm like, I'm in a car like this, dog. They don't do it in front.
Is that where your attachment and need for the all-purpose rag began?
Gotta have the all-purpose rag. Yes, I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed of it either. Shout out to my moms. You feel me? I still got my rag, and it goes with me, and I wipe my face right before I get out of the car. No matter where I go, you got to wipe your face right before you get out of the car. You don't want to walk around like Uncle Neely with boogers in your eyes.
When I wake up, they'll be there. Chico, help Ben Danny out with the world's most popular sport, man.
Can't sit and watch soccer. Men just running up and down the field. I mean, if you don't know what's going on, that's what it looks like for sure. So I understand, Ben Danny. I understand. Nothing wrong with that.
But I mean, American football would look that way to somebody who would know either, right? Like you're just running up and down the field.
Yeah, pretty much. But like I said, when I went over to Austria and we were practicing on the field, we had to share the same field that the soccer team shared or their football team. Just know that when they came out to practice, it was time for us to go. We knew.
Oh, y'all was not. It wasn't y'all stadium. That wasn't the main.
It wasn't our stadium. No. We were there like the LA Clippers, and they were the Lakers. When they came, it was time to get the hell on.
Sister,
yeah. All right, let's go to it.
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It is the Morning Run live with Big Dog Chico and yours truly, Uncle Neely. And we try. It ain't no damn try. It's like Yoda said, ain't no try. It's either do or do not. We do bring y'all the inside information in Colorado football that you can get nowhere else. And one of the things that happens, Chico, in the recruitment game, we have the coaches on. We have the recruits on. We've had the head coach on.
Yeah.
We've had the parents of the recruits on.
Had the AD on.
The AD. One of the facets of this recruitment game that you cannot sleep on is recruitment via content through your creative team and graphics. And much like Coach Rashad Davis said on here on Friday on the Morning Run Live, Colorado football has the best creative team, and not just college football, but all the sports. We got Snelson and Dereck joining us live, and they're going to talk about how they get it done.
Man, there y'all give a hand clap right now. Y'all give a hand clap right now. So the cold is in the game.
What's going on, fellas?
How we doing?
Doing good.
Thanks for having us. We're just
absolutely, man. The dynamic duo.
Yeah.
Glad to have you guys. We appreciate y'all taking the time out to join us.
Chico, look at that shot. One has long hair, the other short hair. One has a beard, and the other doesn't. It's like they are just two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. They got two good-looking guys on their team. I got to stand up and hold it up for our team, but it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, we're never in front of the camera, so this is a nice change.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, let's just start off where it is, man. I remember in the original Batman movie with Jack Nicholson when he asked, where does he get those wonderful toys? Where do you come up with these damn ideas? Every time I see something, I say there's no way they're going to beat this next year, next semester, next recruiting cycle. And sure enough, y'all beat it. How do y'all come up with the themes for the recruiting packages, for the commitment packages? What's the process?
I mean, I think one thing that stands out for me and Dereck is we're like football guys too. We're not, a lot of people in this industry are like creatives, like they're just a video creator. They work for an athletics sports team, whatever. But I think we're like definitely like football guys who ended up doing creative. So I'd say we're like, pretty in touch with football in general, in touch with what guys might like to see. Just, in general, I think that's a big asset to us beyond just being good at creating videos or designing or whatever. And Dereck, I mean, when you see all the offer letters and stuff, like Dereck's like, he's got this all just in his head and he jots them down on paper and stuff. And then it just turns into a masterpiece. So
yeah, for me, like with the offer letter stuff, I've just kind of taken things that I like and turned it into like, how can I take something I'm interested in and make it, about Coach Prime, about CU football, the history of this place. So yeah, like the trading cards last year, like my whole childhood was trading cards. So it's like, well, I bet I could do this. Yeah. And then, this year, actually today is like the day that I have to send off the offer letters for the class of 2027. So yeah, I'm excited for those to hit the feeds. They get delivered to the kids, I think, on August 1st. So that should be a big day on social media for us.
Yeah.
For Dereck's beer till like midnight tonight, probably doing that at least.
Yeah.
And I love when you guys work late, which is all the time, and we get the Dereck video of him high-fiving the Heisman on the way out.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the one tonight or this morning.
Excited for it.
Yeah.
Hey, so Dereck is the football senior art director, if these titles are still the same. John is the director of football creative content. Can you guys give our runners out there, our listeners out there, a little background of you guys so that they'll get to know you and understand how you ended up where you are right now?
Yeah. So I was a student here at CU. When I was a student, I had no idea what I wanted to do. It wasn't interest in media or anything like that, but I wanted to work in football. So I went and basically just asked if I could intern with the football team. And I started working with the recruiting staff. And through that, started doing graphic design. Back then it was little social media, but mostly like sending mail outs to recruits. So we designed stuff, sent it out to them. And then through that, I started doing video and just kind of fell in love with it. And that was kind of my way to work in football. It's like, I felt like I found something all of a sudden that I was interested in and passionate about. And so I ended up working full time for the team for 5 years. And back then they didn't have a creative department. So I worked as the assistant video director. So I did coaching video. I was still filming the all 22 stuff during games and all of that. And then that slowly just kind of transitioned into making content as the social media world kind of exploded then. And I left for a little bit. I had a bunch of opportunities to do freelance stuff and networks and all that. But they created a new position, director of creative for football in 2021. So I came back and took that job. Just kind of missed the vibe of working for a team, especially like this team. Like it's the only team I want to work for is the Buffs. So, and then shortly after that, 2022, we were able to hire Dereck back here because he had been here before. So
yeah. For me, like growing up as a kid, I was always drawing pictures of my favorite players and mailing them out for autographs and stuff like that. And when I was like 13, my brother was like, because he's a graphic designer too. He goes, you could probably make a career out of this if you switch over to the digital side. So he got me set up with Photoshop, Illustrator, all that. Started just kind of learning the ropes, then went to school for that. And then got hired right out of school at University of Toledo. Worked there for 3 years and then came out here in 2019. Left, went to Michigan State, went to USC for a year, and then came back in 22. Like I didn't want to leave this place the first time, but good career opportunity and a lot of question marks about what was going to change here. So it was a good thing that I left and, built up the resume and got a little more experience under my belt. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. Be part of the whole
places.
Yeah. And it's good to kind of branch out and see how other things other departments run and, West Coast recruiting and then, Big Ten recruiting too. It's kind of cool to see all sides of it.
Nice.
Walk us through that the chronological process, man, from both of you guys' vantage points. Because I know y'all do a lot of things together, but there's also some things separate there. Walk us through the creative process from your mind to the paper to finished draft product, and you walking into Coach Prime and he says, "Get that crap out of here," or "I love it." What's that procedure like?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on the project. The offer letters, we sat down with the recruiting department and just kind of brainstorming session, just kind of got some ideas out there, and then we all kind of landed on one idea. And yeah, usually Coach Prime, he hasn't really shot down too many of our ideas. Like to think that we're pretty good at our job, so
yeah.
But it just kind of depends on the project. A lot of them, graphics and things like that. I just kind of come up with something and throw it out there, and usually it sticks. On the video side, it's probably a little different, but
I think it comes from a lot of things. You see other stuff, even if it's just not sports, that kind of inspire you to some aspect of what you're making. Sometimes it's as simple as Coach Prime being like, "Hey, go interview some of our players about YCU," and put together something with that. Sometimes it's a team effort where somebody had a cool way to shoot something and somebody else had a cool idea of how to turn it into social media content. But we have a studio here on the 4th floor that we all share. So we're just constantly bouncing stuff back and forth off each other. And some people just have their own ideas and run with it. And a lot of it's a coordination of things that are happening recent and mashing that together into graphic or video packages, or just generally we have a pulse of the team and the messaging around it and just everything that's going on, and we're around the players and stuff all the time too, so we just we have the ability to foresee stories or hear things that we think would be interesting. And I think if we think it's interesting, the fans will definitely think it's interesting. So
yeah. If I pull up this picture right here, talk about this one and this setup right here and why, and how did they come together?
Yeah. So that one was kind of my winter project. Wanted to kind of focus on some of the history, because we do have a pretty rich history of football here. And I think that gets a little lost with the current hype, because everybody just knows the current state of the program and what's going on. But wanted to find ways to show off some of the history. So, Sean Salam winning the Heisman and some of those kind of retro vibes. So I went around to Goodwill, bought all those frames, spray painted them gold. That's my couch from home, or from the office at home. Yeah.
Futon, right?
Yeah. That vintage helmet too. I found that at a thrift store down in Denver. So yeah, it's kind of cool to build something from scratch like that. Very very well received. And then because that was for the portal cycle, and now for the
here's a live look at content being created. Yeah. Social manager with Gideon ESPN Land. We're on with Neely and Big Dog.
Nice. Live shot right there. You won't get it anywhere else. Behind the scenes right here.
It's a fun here. Yeah.
And then, with that set too, that was what we did during the transfer portal window in January. And I think it was a really cool way of us getting to, as quickly as possible, have the fans know some of these players. And so obviously we do the photo shoots and all that and the stylized stuff, but we sat down every single transfer portal visitor during those couple weeks and asked them about themselves, why they chose to come visit here, why they want to be a Buff, what they've learned about CU, in their weekend here, their days here. And I think it was a cool project. We made a video of every single transfer portal signee.
Wow.
And, with this day and age, the players are so in and out, the fans don't know much about them. And so our very first chance we got to give an impression of who they are, we did it right off the bat. So I think we did a really successful job in all of our content during that transfer portal window for sure.
Yeah.
And with some of these portal guys too, like they're not real into the photo shoots, dress up in uniform and do all that stuff. So like with that set, like it's easy if somebody just wants to throw on like a bomber jacket and we can get a couple shots because it's like a stylized like lifestyle kind of shoot instead of like full blown uniform like post act stuff. So it's because then we get to show off a little more personality than just like a guy in a uniform flexing for the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of the like older guys have kind of been there, done that with doing the photo shoot stuff.
Yeah. To try to switch it up a little bit, just to add more personality and to get to know the players now. It's not just doing the same generic cookie cutter type thing that you see across the country now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And it's a good way for them to get their personality out there from an NIL perspective too.
Exactly.
Say something in an interview that a brand or business sees, and they're like, "Hey, actually, that aligns with us." Way to kind of show off some of the personality a little more.
Dereck, one of the things that we've been talking about this morning is a lot to do with today's technology, right? But you also a little old school guy because during practice you're out there with a still camera with still photography. Talk about your passion for taking pictures and how you use that content and parlay it into the graphic design work later on.
Yeah. So when I first got started, like photography was just kind of like a side part of the job. And then just the way that things have shifted over the years, photography has turned into almost more than half of my job now between like, recruit shoots, media days, sideline photography at games, practices, all of that. And that's made me a better designer because like the true root of it is like good photography is good design. Like that's the focal point of most of my design stuff is going to be like the photos. So it's nice that I can go out there, like I know what photos I want, so I can go out there and be the one to capture it and then make something out of it.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Do you kind of go out there knowing what you want to shoot because you know what you want to design, or do you go out there and shoot and then that leads to the design?
A little bit of both. Like with media days, I can post the guys how I want and know that I'm going to use that for a game poster down the road and all that. But when it comes to like, game day photography, practices, things like that, like, it's event coverage. Like we don't know what's going to happen on that play. So I just try to position myself to get the best shot. And, we're ball knowers. We've been around a lot of football. So I kind of know how to position myself to hopefully get the right shots.
Yeah.
We've gotten pretty fortunate with that over the years.
One of the best shots I have is of you
running from the boss.
Yeah. So this was, I think, the first spring game or leading up to the first spring game. And let's say Coach Prime is at the 50 and Dereck is at the 30. Well, there was somebody at the 10 and Coach Prime was yelling at the person at the 10. But Dereck didn't know that. So he's like, get off the field. Get off the field. And Dereck froze like that Bigfoot picture, like, what do I do? And then he just took off running.
Yeah. Yeah, we should have had a 40 time for that.
So I went over to him after. I was like, hey, man, he wasn't talking to you. He was talking to somebody.
Like, man, I'm just getting the hell out of the way.
Kind of like when Reginald Calhoun Sr., our director of football operations, put Chico off the field.
Hey, to get these shots, and like Dereck said, is event capturing, right? So you can't tell anybody, hey, do that over again, or let's reshoot. You have to know what's going on, and it's great that they have a football background because you kind of anticipate the next play or what's going to happen here and be in position to catch those shots out there. And I just I've been in that situation also, like the event shooting and stuff, whether it's a wedding, or whatever it is. You can't tell people to rewind or go over again. So just talk about that dynamic also a little bit, John and Dereck, about how just being in position to capture those shots, those live moments.
Yeah, I mean, football is definitely like the type of sport where you have to anticipate and then you got to run to where you're trying to get to. And so you'll see us a lot like sprinting from being in the bench area to going to get in the corner of the end zone. We don't know what play they're going to run, but I feel like we have a general sense of like what might happen, and we're around the team a lot and get to see, you know, what they do in practice and all that. And so I think it's a sense of just knowing ball a little bit and being able to anticipate ahead of time of like where you likely could get the best shot, and then how to get the reactions from the players and all that. So we might run out into the end zone a little bit, even we're not allowed to, and then run back to the bench with them. And, you either get the shot or you don't. So,
and it helps that we have good relationships with the players too. Cause like, those reaction shots, like, I don't know that they're going to go up and yell into a stranger's camera, but they know who we are. So they're going to come up and give us some of the better, personality shots like that.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely helps. Definitely matters. Hey, you guys but you got to shoot Shedeur Sanders, a Heisman Trophy winner, and Travis Hunter also. Can you talk about those special moments and shooting them, and maybe some of your favorite moments with those two guys?
Yeah. I mean, pretty incredible experience. Maybe the pinnacle of like our jobs is getting to shoot with those two guys. We got to go to the Heisman ceremony. We got to spend a ton of time with Travis, doing all of his media stuff the whole weekend, go to the ceremony. And that was one of the craziest experiences, just trying to deliver stuff as fast as possible and capitalize on it. And we couldn't be in the actual venue for the ceremony. We were right outside because it's a small venue. So it's just like Coach and Shedeur and Lil Wayne. And we're outside. Yeah. But we did get to go in there after, take pictures with Travis, stuff like that. And Eric designed the big advertisement on Times Square video board.
Oh yeah, that was fire. That was fire.
To that, I got to make a whole Heisman campaign video for Travis, and Daniel, our social manager, he did this whole campaign where he sent shirts out to NBA players and stuff. And they were all wearing it, courtside, and we got to do a lot of cool stuff with that. Yeah. And then, Shedeur has been obviously some of our biggest and best content ever. He's been really cool, where we did individual shoots with just him to help promote him for Heisman campaign and all the QB awards and all that. And then, there we are. Him graduating. And then, I was down at Coach Prime's house with Shedeur for the draft, which was obviously an interesting weekend, but, something to experience was crazy. And Dereck was in Green Bay with Travis. So we've gotten to experience, everything you can imagine as a creative, really.
One of your greatest experiences, Snelson, when you mentioned the draft, is you called me up and you said, "Man, where is this place?" And I said, "If you're lost, you're almost here."
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to tell people there's no service. I don't even know.
If you're going to Country Prime and you get lost, you're almost to it. Just keep going.
You feel like it can't be back here.
And that's exactly where it is. It's back.
I need to turn around. Let me ask this question though. How did you decide who's going to go where? Did y'all flip a coin? Who decided I'm going to Green Bay and I'm going to go down to Country Prime?
I don't really know. I think the previous year I went with Travis to the Hornig Award, and had done.
And you've done the EA shoot too.
And I went to the EA shoot, the cover shoot with Travis, and then I think Dereck and Travis just had a good relationship. So I was like, I'll go with Shedeur and you go with Travis.
Yeah.
So, he got an interesting being at the draft, and then you guys went bowling after.
Yeah, right after after somebody gets picked second overall, it's like you think they're going to go out and party, celebrate, all that stuff. And we did a whole little media thing after go to different booths and do a photo shoot with Panini, and then do a Zoom call with like the front office and all that. And Trav wanted to leave to go watch the rest of the draft from the hotel. And I was like, all right, man. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to see you after this. Like, you're flying to Jacksonville tomorrow. He goes, you ain't coming bowling with us tonight? I was like, oh, I didn't know we were going. So then he texted me, went bowling like 25 minutes outside of Green Bay and stayed there until like 1:30 in the morning. It was just the group that we had. There was nobody else in that whole place besides the two people working. So that's a cool draft night experience.
Now, the biggest key to that story, Dereck, because I know you,
Mm-hmm.
the biggest key to that story is how many glizzies did you have at that bowling alley?
I think we got there a little too late because there was only two people working and I didn't see any food.
No glizzies?
That was the only
bowling alley and glizzies go together, man.
Yeah, I know.
Theoretically, how many would you have had?
Oh, it would have been double digits. Yeah.
In plain sight?
In plain sight.
If there's anybody that loves a glizzy more than me, it is Dereck.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. I think we talked about it last time I was on. It's just if you're having a hot dog, like you're in a pretty good place. You're at a cookout. You're at a ball game. Like it's just.
Yeah.
I know you guys are busy, man, and I know you got a lot of more stuff to worry about. I get it. But the three of us, because we can't count Chico on this, he's a glizzy hater. The three of us have got to develop a campaign to shift the narrative of the glizzy and change what people out there say. There's nothing wrong with eating a hot dog, man.
It's true.
I agree.
We got to get our own NIL deal going.
Yeah. Hot dogs.
We'll get Freddy's hot dogs down on Pearl Street.
Yeah. Where you at, Freddy's? Holla at us. I might eat one then.
Yeah.
we eat them for the taste, Chico. You eat them for the shape.
No. Unc eats his like this. I turn mine like a hamburger and eat mine like. Anyways, let's just gonna move forward.
Hey, Renee Rainey, she's a big supporter of the network. Appreciate Renee Rainey checking in. She says you guys work as top tier. How has your life changed from that work?
Good question, Renee.
I think.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I think one aspect of it is how big the program has gotten. The Coach Prime. Everything about it is just huge, world news basically. So I don't know if it changed my life, but everybody wants to know everything about it all the time from me, which is cool. And, when we're real busy and constantly working, you got to remind yourself sometimes, like literally everyone is jealous of your job. And, it's just like, you got to, when you keep that mindset, like how lucky we are to be able to do this, and with Coach Prime and be a part of such a huge brand, it's pretty cool compared to what most people get to do for work.
Yeah. Some of the experiences that we've had too, like we talked about, like the Heisman, the draft, just things like that. Like normal people don't get to experience stuff like that. So like some of those experiences like are kind of life changing in the grand scheme. Like those are once in a lifetime things. And yeah.
When people see you guys out, right? Like, who do they ask you about the most? Like, they see you, hey, wait, where's as if you know exactly where they are. Like, who do they ask you about the most?
Coach Prime is always the
100%. Yeah.
And then after that, I'd say probably Travis first, and then Shador after. But yeah, it's a lot of those three is the primary.
Yeah.
The question you always get, I'm sure you guys always is like, what's he actually like in real life?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you see is like what he's actually like in real life. So there's not like a game that he plays online or whatever, and then the real, So I get that, literally from everybody. So
I've never seen him different, regardless of environment, regardless who's in the room. He is the same person every time. What is it like? Interfacing with other universities and their teams that you do that do what you guys do. Do they call y'all a lot? Do they copy y'all a lot? Because look, Chico and I are together because he used to copy me, and I just said we might as well partner. So what is that process like for you guys?
Thank you, Coach Prime. He just said that's a lie, but go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
It's not a lie because it was Coach Prime's idea. We'll get into that later, but go ahead.
No, he said.
I've definitely seen some pretty similar graphics to ours out in social media and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I used to get like a little upset if somebody tried to copy us, but now I'm to the point where I'm like, I'm doing something right if people are trying to replicate what we're doing.
Yes.
Yeah, and we try to be trendsetters. I remember one of our first interactions with Coach Prime. We were trying to tell him about the mini mics, and he was like, "I don't want to use that." And we're like, "Well, it's a trend." He goes, "We don't follow trends; we make trends." So that's been kind of our mindset for the last.
He just doesn't like being mic'd up.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all this, and I know these two guys on screen can vouch for me. To the runners out there, hear this well. One of the most gut-wrenching things you have to do in the sphere of Coach Prime, and I'm going to make him two things in no particular order. One is remind him of something that we need to be going to do right now, like trying to rush him. And then two is approaching him to ask him, can you mic him up? Like the steps you take walking to him to say, hey, coach, let me put this on you. It's like walking the plank off the ship. It's like this, because this could go either damn way.
Yeah, I've had all sides of that, especially with miking him up. But the last time we mic'd him up for the spring game, and I went to Bucky, and I was like, "Hey, you think he'd be cool?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're good." And then I didn't really hear anything. So I'm like, "All right, are we good?" Like I'm just double checking because I got to go ask him now. So yeah, go do it. So we get in an elevator, and I was just like, "Coach, can I mic you up?" And he just lifts the shirt, and you just do it and move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then there are other times that it ain't like that.
Yeah. And then anytime I shoot like an interview with him, I always want to like double. I want to do the boom and the mic, just to boom in the lab, just to double up on it. And I'm always like, "You cool if I mic you?" And he's like, "We got the boom. Don't need the mic." You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's all about the move, brother. It's all about the move.
I'll try to get clever. Like if NFL Network is micing him up for something, I'll get their feed from it too, and just tell coach like, "I don't need to mic you. You already mic'd up." So you gotta work all the angles of that.
That's what I'm happy with. It takes the pictures and not the videos. Don't need audio for photos.
And even with your pictures, you've learned to use that Zoom.
Yeah.
My daughter was here for Father's Day weekend. Y'all remember Lexus, and she was laughing about how she would try to stay in this radius of him to be out of his way. And he could just sense if you encroached on, like he'd turn around and be like, "Hey, back up."
Yeah.
It's about a 7 to 10 yard bubble around him that you got to be out of.
I've gotten that many times.
Yep.
I worked on the the Coach Prime show on Amazon with them quite a bit, and so I did several full games where I was filming him mic'd up, and there was a couple times where, obviously depending on what's going on in the game and all that, he'd look at me and just be like, "Go," and I'm like, "Oh, all right, yep." Walk away a little bit, try to stay a little farther away.
We have a super chat we're going to get to, but let me ask first about some of the current players out there. You guys have been seeing the Buffs this spring and going into the summer now. Who are some guys that kind of stand out to you guys that you are excited to see in the fall coming up?
I love Danny Scudero.
Yep.
He's just one of those guys at practice where you're just like, I know this guy's the dude already.
Nate Mitchell too.
Nate.
Yeah, Brandon Fontenette, like some of those guys, like just the demeanor around him's like this guy's a pro's pro.
Mm-hmm.
Cree Thomas.
Yeah, Cree's another.
Yes.
Yeah. Gideon ESPN Lampron's turned into one of my favorites because he transferred here from Bowling Green. It's my alma mater, and we don't have many West guys like me out here. So yeah, I mean him, even though he's got pretty negative viewpoint on glizzies, but
hey, my dog.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Boo Carter too. Like we've got a lot of big time dudes.
Let me ask you about that, because a guy like Gideon, who has a real middle name with ESPN, right, kind of sets him up for great marketing. Do you guys kind of seek out those guys who has something already that's kind of attached to them that y'all can put out there and amplify and blow up a little bit more, like that? Like, do those guys stand out, and are you guys seeking out and looking for that with the new crop of guys that's coming in?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a mix of identifying, like, we know the fans are going to eat this up, or they're going to really love to hear this guy's story or perspective, or just see their personality and content. And I think, we can tell what works and what the fans are really interested in. But on the flip side of that, there's a responsibility to take the players that the fans don't know as well and introduce that and introduce them so that they can be that type of player that the fans, want to see all the time too. Maybe they just don't know it yet. So I think there's a play of introducing guys and really like taking advantage of guys that already have kind of that fan appeal, and really highlighting them.
Nice, man. Hey, if y'all just tuning in, make sure y'all get in the comment section and let us know where you're checking in from. Put your city, your state in the chat. Any questions, we'll make sure we get them read off, especially the super chats. We're going to let Unc try to read this one right here. Can you see it, Unc?
I got it, man. See, Maven AI $10 super chat. We appreciate that. He says brand market is necessary, but it can also become expensive. What guardrails does CU use to prevent low productivity spends? And how do you decide which campaigns scale, which pause, and which get cut?
Well, I would say we are fortunate that our athletic department definitely supports and understands the importance of what we're doing. I think that takes a bit of lobbying sometimes on our side to make sure that we are able to do what we really think would be great content. But, our new athletic director, he's definitely very in on everything we're doing and really sees the value. And so I think, we're really fortunate to have an athletic director like that. Obviously, our staff, understands the importance of it more than anyone and supports us in that way. But I think, part of the challenge too is not just money, it's time. It's just us four, me, Dereck, Zion, and Daniel on our team doing football. There's only so much we can do. And then we have student interns that really help us a lot, but there's a balance of you're also teaching them how to do it while they're doing it. You can't just leave them alone and it's all done.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I think we really try to prioritize what we think would be great content and find a way to really make that happen within a reasonable budget, I suppose. It's not like we have zero, we're a lower level school, but we're also not just unlimited spending on crazy, set design or lighting. So we got to get creative with it. And then, marketing campaigns, we kind of started a Forever Folsom campaign right now. We're really trying to help sell the experience of Folsom Field and what that means to different people as far as former players, fans, members of the band, anyone, what it really feels like to be here. And so that's something we've been doing pretty heavy in the last month or two, just going through the summer leading up to this season. So there's a lot of stuff going on at once,
Yeah,
Dereck is sitting there with the face that all sounds good, but I need somebody to reimburse me for those frames I got at the Goodwill.
That's true. Yeah, speak her to Goodwill.
That dog said true.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you guys this, man, because I don't know, I wasn't there, but word on the street is that there was a pretty successful media training for the staff that took place recently from a guy virtually. What was y'all takeaways from that?
That guy was a legend.
Yeah. It was just frozen on Uncle Neely's face, just for 10 minutes before we started the meeting. So hearing contest with Neely.
Hey, I told you, but that was extremely informational, to the point, and very clear. You must have had AI write that, right?
AI, AZZO, OHIO, just
Chico.
I can put together. No Chico. But I tell you how I did it, man. Appreciate the compliment. I appreciate the text y'all sent me as well. I did it on a 3 glizzy stomach. You know, I make my best decisions.
There you go.
Which is why Chico fails. He refuses to eat a glizzy.
That's right.
Well, Eric has a big project to finish today. I might have to run to the store and get some glizzies.
I'll glizzy him up.
3 of them.
Yeah.
That's the creative. That's the creative. You know, hatch or what did you call it? Creative benchmark right there.
Yeah,
you gotta get to. There you go.
At least 3 glizzies.
Yep.
Then you got to
At least
keep
3 glizzies.
Yeah.
After an hour or two, you got to add a glizzy.
Yeah, if I start getting angry, this one, yeah.
So much good food to eat up there in Boulder, especially on Pearl Street and with Chef Carl Solomon there. So y'all don't have to go to the glizzies too much.
I'm gonna text Chef and say we need a glizzy night when I get back.
Yeah. It's been done. They've had hot dogs down there before.
I'm talking about, you know, beef hot dogs, chicken hot dogs, pork hot dogs, anything goes hot dogs. You just choose your poison.
Sound like bubblegum shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. hey, fellas, I know in all seriousness, it's a big day for y'all. Y'all got some projects to finish, and we appreciate y'all joining, you know, the show. Any parting shout outs y'all want to give individually to Buff Nation, your family, your fans, or whatever? Great shot there.
Shout out my dad. It was Father's Day yesterday. And
Yes, indeed.
this week, me and him are going on a fishing trip that we do every year. So that's always a highlight of the year. And then shout out Zion Atwater and Daniel Rodriguez, the other 2 members of our team. Zion creates a lot of the amazing videos you guys see on social media and all that. And Daniel's our social manager that kind of picks and chooses how to post everything, when to post. And then he also creates a lot of the kind of social content you see too. So they're huge members of our team.
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad's all fired up that I was getting on the show with you guys. Last time I hopped on, like the whole family back home, they were all fired up about it. So I told him yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, you got to send me the link." So
shout out to Pops.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Daniel, y'all, I got to tell this quick one. His first day, we were down on like the lower fields, and he had that prime interaction because, you know, coach don't miss nothing. So he's like, Neely. And I come to him, he said, "Who's that?" I said, "No, he was about to kick him out." He's like, "I didn't know. I just see a dude running around here with a cell phone filming stuff. I don't know him. He got to go."
Yeah.
He's like, no. He's with Snelson. He got hired. He's good.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask before we go. You know, you just named those 2 guys. Shout out to them. How did they become a part of the team? Because I know there's somebody listening out there like, man, I could do this or I could do that. Or there might be a student at CU or just might be in Colorado. How did those 2 guys become a part of the team?
Zion, she was a intern that originally was working with like tennis and basketball, a student intern, doing content with them. And at one point we got introduced on, she was working like a game day, helping football game day. And she really wanted to come help with a recruit shoot probably over the summer at some point, and just killed it. And so we hired her to be a football intern after that. And she's a super talented video producer. And so when she interviewed, it was kind of a no-brainer to hire her. And then Daniel he was working with the Indiana Pacers and Fever. He got to be a part of the whole Caitlin Clark social media craze at the time. And he worked for the NCAA for a while. And I think on his interview, we knew he was that dude. So he's been great for us. That's how.
That's dope.
Awesome.
That's dope. Congrats to those 2 and keep doing y'all thing. Hey, appreciate you guys also, John and Dereck. Yeah. And hey, I know y'all just gave y'all last shout outs, but there's somebody listening out there that y'all need to give a good positive message to. What would that be?
Eat more glizzies.
Yeah. Yeah, the underlying message. I say just find something that you enjoy doing it and just go all in. Like, this is something that I used to do for fun as a kid, and now I just get paid to do it and, get to be at one of the highest levels, doing it every day. So it's like, kind of like Snelson said earlier, it's like sometimes you got to take a step back and like remind yourself, like, we're in a position that people are dying to be in. Yeah, it's easy to like, kind of put the blinders up and and just grind and work. But like, it's kind of fun to take a step back every now and then and be like, this is like what I dreamed of as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Well said. Snelson and Dereck, we appreciate y'all stopping by, man. Y'all keep supporting their creative content. When you see it drop in, like it, share it, send it along to other people because they do a great job. I say unmatched, not just in college football, but in the world of sports. We got the best damn creative team that you ever could put together. Appreciate y'all stopping by the morning run, man.
Yep.
Thanks for having us.
And not falling asleep doing your media training. Appreciate that more.
See you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Once again, baby. Morning Run, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, Dereck Marckel, and John Snelson. Get it right.
There you go. You combined them. You made a superhero.
Yeah. Kind of like
it's Dereck Snelson.
Dereck Snelson. Hey, that would be a cold name right there. That's a cold name. That is a cold name. Whoever, if there's a Dereck Snelson out there, y'all holler at us. We got something for you. You feel me? Great interview right there, man. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate them guys coming and joining us. I got the family watching back home too. So TMR Live, man. Nowhere else you can get content like this.
And dog, as in Big Dog, it only gets greater later. This was Monday.
That's crazy. You said
Wednesday is Hump Day, and we have Travis Hunter Mama coming back on with us. Her book is dropped. Quante will be coming back on. Mama Heisen, as we like to call her. She's coming on Wednesday live. You don't want to miss that.
Might need to coin that one, Mama Heisen.
New book, discussing what Trav has been up to, all the things going on in the Hunter family. So that will be on Wednesday. Don't miss that one.
I got to go watch the documentary of The Road to Recovery that Trav just dropped. I saw a preview for it, so I have to go watch that, be up on that. Y'all go check that out too on YouTube. Type in Travis on the Road to Recovery.
Yeah.
And you
just
should
had
be
his
able to
first
find
Father's
it.
Day.
Yep. Congrats to him. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there once again. And if you're ever in Colorado or in Boulder, especially if you're coming to a game, y'all know what game you're coming to, so you might as well go ahead and book it right now. You need to book your stay right damn now.
The
that's where you need to go book it to.
Boulder Broker, not just the Boulder Broker, the beautiful Boulder Broker. Go to theboulderbroker.com or get them on the phone, make that reservation. And at check-in, check this out. At check-in, if you let them know that Unc and Big Dog sent you, a.k.a. Uncle Neely and some other dude sent you, they're going to take 20% off of your stay. It's very convenient. You can see the stadium lights when you walk out the room. It's right there on Baseline and 31st. Short walk up the hill and you're at Folsom Field. You can't beat the convenience. The Boulder Broker, theboulderbroker.com. Call them up, make your reservations, and let them know Unc and that dude with the cornrow sent you 20% off. Yeah.
You got it all in?
No, I got a lot of glizzy left. It ain't all in.
Oh my God. He said he got a lot of glizzy left. It's not all in. All right.
And where is it?
I don't even want to know where it is.
Man, tell them about Denise Smith, man.
Okay, I will. Thank you very much. Think about the last time you thank yourself for something. Maybe it was that me time you took out last Tuesday, or finally learning a different language like Italian. You want to do something that you'll really thank yourself for? Start creating a plan for your financial goals today. State Farm agent Denise Smith is right there in Colorado to help you look at things you want to save for and then build a plan that will set you up for success. The earlier you start planning your goals, the better off you will be. So call State Farm agent Denise Smith in Colorado today. Then thank yourself later. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 303-343-3515, DeniseSmithInsurance.com, the official sponsor of Unc and Chico, TMR Live, the morning run right here on the pregame network. Baby.
Then, Danny, just get the insurance. Stop trying to flirt with Denise Smith. Just get your life in order first.
Then Danny said he's going to be consistent out here because he knows that consistency wins. You feel me? Let's go then, Danny. Go get your gear, unclechico.myshopify.com right now and do numbers, baby. Like we was doing numbers, baby. You feel me?
You know, that's what Dan Danny need right there. Dan Danny needs a hunt all day shirt and a consistency wins hat. Because he gonna hunt all day on here. Like he hunt all day.
Yes, sir. Get it in, baby. Also, go to mybookie.ag, use the promo code Big Dog right now. World Cup is going on. Get your bets in, get your locks in right now. We appreciate you. Got new merch also on
that one dope right
there,
man.
New
that
merch,
one dope
TMR
right
Live one right here.
I ordered me
on the
one,
sleeve.
and I ordered me one. I'm trying to find a way to take your face off the back. I just wanted mine back there.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You trying not to get stopped and ask for your phone number and stuff. You know, that's fine. You know, take my face off. Anybody go stop you? Be like, hey, what's your number? Good looking, sir. What's your number?
I'm trying to keep somebody from belly to back at me if they look back there and see your face. They think it's an invitation.
Hey, they don't just belly to back you. They grab you, hug you, hug you.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to prevent. They think they see your face like they think it's an invitation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You know what? Let me ask you one question, maybe before we get up out of here. We got a viral video that's been going viral. It is, I think it's an old video, but for some reason it just resurfaced back online, right? During Father's Day. And there's a video of former NFL Pro Bowl wide receiver right there out of the Denver area, Denver Bronco, former Bronco, Brandon Marshall, had his son running, looked like in their neighborhood, you know, training, trying to motivate him and telling him, hey, man, this is how you have to train, da-da-da-da. And it's been going viral online, and it said, the report says, oh, boy, former NFL star Brandon Marshall is facing intense online criticism for having his son run at 2 a.m. Quote, if you don't start running, we're going to go 3 miles. You don't listen, we run 2 in the morning. We run at 2 in the morning. Your thoughts on Brandon Marshall having his son run at 2 in the morning?
So let me first say this. I haven't seen the video. I've seen people promoting me to watch the video, asking me to watch the video. You know, those clickbait titles, but I haven't watched the video. And just because a headline says, oh, this person is being attacked, that's how they get you to click it. So I haven't watched the video. But let me just say this globally coming off of Father's Day weekend. And I say this openly to America, not just Black America, white America, any kind of America. I'm saying it openly to America. What y'all want? When young Black kids are out here running amok in the streets, you say they need fathers. And then the minute they get a damn father being acting their life, you question the way they get trained. I wasn't there. I don't know what the kid did, but I will tell you this. I'd rather be raised like that than not raised at all.
Preach.
Because you'll see what happens to the kids who don't get raised that way.
That's right.
I can remember this story vividly, Chico. And we'll get Alexis on to confirm it, my daughter. She got invited to a sleepover one time. She was in 7th grade. And the sleepover was supposed to start at like 7 p.m. I get her there. No parents were there, just kids. And then the little girl whose house it was said, no, my mom get off work at 7:30. She said it's okay for everybody to start gathering. I said, okay, we'll be back at 8. We came back at 8. Nobody there. Came back at 8:30. Nobody there. I said, Alexis, let me tell you something. You're not spending the night in somebody's house that I don't know with a bunch of other little kids and no adult supervision. Not going to happen. Yeah. We went home, right, with tears in her eyes. This is what she said. I said, what's wrong with you? She said, I just hope one day all this discipline stuff pay off. I said, tell you what, Alexis, you write this date down. Watch how your life turn out and watch how them little girls' lives turn out that's there unsupervised. By the time we got to high school graduation about 5 years later, I say, how'd it turn out for you, that discipline stuff? She said, I'm glad you ain't dropped me off that night.
Wow.
So sitting here criticizing a father who clearly told a son to do something that he did not do and say, okay, we're going to run it out you then.
That's right. Because
wake up, Chico. That was just a dramatic pause.
Yeah, okay.
Juxtaposed to doing nothing and 5 years from now, that same little kid rob you outside the ATM. Which way you want it?
Mm-hmm.
You want us to raise them or not?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want us to raise them, stop questioning how we raise them. You
You
ain't us. We ain't you. I know what a little black boy need. I've been one. You ain't been one.
Tell him.
Damn. In the words of Detective Alonzo Harris on Training Day, when he got frustrated, damn, I need a bill.
And it's so damn real, dog. How you gonna? You need to train them. You need to discipline them. But you can't discipline them like this. You can't train them like this. This is the way you need to do it. Hold up. Are you the mom and the dad? Are you the friend and the parent? Are you going to tell me how to do it also? Goddamn, I thought I was the one that played the sports. I know this works. I don't have to put my hand on him. I know what I can do. I can run it about his ass. Let me do it. Why you got to come and save him? Quote unquote, save him. I got this. Please let me do this. Man. Goddamn, Unc. Touch the nerve right there, dog. Touch the nerve. I'm sure you touch the nerve for not just me and a bunch of others out there.
Yeah, but Chico, I got to be honest with you. That's why I didn't watch it. Like, I was curious, but I was like, man, I'm not finna sit here and watch a video and question a black father on how he's raising his black son when they need to be raised.
Yeah.
And it ain't like he got him out there, doing something ignorant. Like it was just exercise.
He running.
Like what the damn time of the day got to do with it?
Boy. All I could do with this right here is for Brandon Marshall and any other parent out there that's watching this that agrees with it, that knows that they would have done the same damn thing in the actions of the great Willie D.
Not the slow golf clap.
I can get real with that right there. I'm with you.
Yeah, we need more Brandons, not less. Go Brandon.
We need more Brandons, not less. Brandon Marshall, shout out to you and shout out to all the parents out there. Stay consistent, do your damn thing, and don't let nobody else tell you how to do it. All right? Put your shockers in the sky, your black fists high, your rebel flags. That's damn right. We're not worried about it. We're doing our thing. Let's go. We out of here.
Wake up, Captain, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner, grab your coffee.
We ain't done. Get to him, Unc.
Oh man, I'm just pulling up some of these comments, man. Like folks know he one of the best of all. And she left out damn. Mind your damn business. When it come to that, because y'all quick not to man. Look, I don't even man. I keep going, Chico. We'll have a whole nother show on this, man.
Whole other damn show, which is probably needed to some people out there.
Yeah, get the likes up while we still here. It's still on, so hit the like. If you ain't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. If you ain't hit that subscribe, hit subscribe. If you don't hit subscribe, sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down.
And don't forget Wednesday, Travis Hunter Mom is coming on the Morning Run live. So it gets greater later. Let's keep going.
Yes, indeed. It gets greater later. That's crazy that you said that quote, because that was my theme for this week for my little ones. It gets greater later. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
One love.